Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the online classes. We were going through the revisions, and yesterday we had finished first lesson revision. Today I'm going to take lesson number 2, the thief's story, as a revision. Now, in this story, we know that the narrator himself, whose name was Hari Singh, who gives another name. Okay, since he was a thief and he met Anil. At that time, his age was 15. Okay, the narrator, that is Hari Singh, was a 15-year-old, and he was a good and experienced thief. And he always changed the places, and along with the changing of the place, he used to change his name also. So he had come to a new place, and when there was in a new village and a new town, there a wrestling match was going on. He just go through the crowd and to see whom he had to theft, okay, whom he had to loot. That particular person he was trying to evaluate and searching. Finally, he met this man called Anil. He came and sat beside him. He found that he is a easy prey by his look and his dealings. So he sat beside him and started having a little conversation. And first he started praising him that you also look like a wrestler, whereas Anil was very lean and thin fellow. So Anil also just for a fun replies him that you too look like a wrestler. Now Hari, that is the narrator, feels that he is not a easy person to be what you call bullied. It cannot be easy way to theft him. Anyhow, he stuck with him. The match was over. After the match, Anil was going on his way, but Hari Singh followed him, and he met him again. Anil asked, "What's the problem? What do you want?" And he said that I want a job and a house to live. Anil straight away says that, "Sorry, I can't give you any job because I do not earn that much, and I do not have any place for you. So please go." But again he follows and they say, "Please do something for me." And he says, "Can you cook?" Anil asked Hari whether you can cook, and he said, "Yes, I can cook." He tells lie to Anil, and Anil takes him to his house, and the night food what he had prepared was not at all good. So Anil just threw it to the dog and asked him, "Please get out of the house. I cannot give you place." But Hari Singh stayed there. He did not run away. He did not go anywhere. He just stayed there because it was the rule of the thieves that when we catch one fellow, then we have to convince that fellow. Otherwise, if we leave that person to go for another person, then, and if by chance he happened to meet him or the thief himself, then he may realize that there's some problem here. That's why he just wanted a person, him alone. So he stayed there. Anil happened to see him again and found that he's not going. Then Anil thought of, okay, let us keep him, and he said that, "Okay, be here. I will teach you how to cook as well as to read and write." So from then onwards, Hari Singh started living with Anil. Now, the daily work for Hari was just to get up in the morning, prepare a tea for Anil, then goes for the shopping and all. And Anil, as usual, he used to go for his job. Since he was a writer, he used to write the books or articles, something, and goes to sell it. Hari Singh was a very clever fellow, very expert fellow. He used to bargain with the shopkeepers while buying the things and all. And while with that, he used to make 1 rupee each every day. Now, this 1 rupee he never used to give to Anil. And Anil knew that he was making extra money by bargaining from the shopkeepers. But he also did not ask him for that money, because he thought that it is his money. He has earned it from his own cleverness. So why he had to buy? Hari Singh, meanwhile, came to know about Anil, that who he was and what his job was. He understood that he is a writer. He writes articles for magazines and sometimes some books and all. And when it is published or when it is released, then only he gets some money. And the moment he gets the money, he just lavishly spend it on his friends and enjoy it and finishes off. And rest of the month he again borrows from his friends and all and lives that way. And when again gets the money, he gets rid of the debt whatever he had borrowed, and again he spends. So that's the way Anil lived. Now one day Anil sold a book to a publisher, and he got a good amount of money. He comes with happy face and with joyful face mood, and he tells to Hari that today I have made a lot of money, and shows the money. It was in the evening time. He shows that money, and after eating and all, he goes to his bed, puts the money under his bed and sleeps. Now Hari Singh starts thinking. So it was almost a month or two that he was there with Anil, and he hasn't yet did any theft. Okay, he did not go for any theft and all. So now he thought of that this money has come, I should take it. Otherwise, this fellow is going to spend it all on to his friends and all the debts and all, and I will not get anything. And from last 2 months, he hasn't paid me a single pie as a salary. So what the use of staying here? So better steal that money and run away. So slowly in the night, middle of the night, he gets up, crawls and reaches to Anil's mattress. From the window, the moonlight was shining very brightly and could be easily seen. The Anil was sleeping. He goes near to him, puts his hand under the mattress, try to get the money. By the time Anil just turns a little bit, so he gets frightened that my God, has he got up? But he doesn't. He takes the money, put it in his pajama, on his waist, and runs out of the house towards the station. Because he had already studied that the Lucknow mail comes in the night, and he can catch that mail and reach Lucknow without any difficulty. So he just ran and ran and ran, and when he came to the open field, open Maidan, he stopped, took out the money and started counting. There were 600 rupees of 50 rupees note. Okay, 50 rupees note, 600 rupees were there. So he was happy that it was a good amount for him, and he can live like a sheikh, the Arab, like an Arab who has got oil well and can live a very luxurious life with this money. So he just ran, got into the railway station. He never takes the ticket at all. He straight away went to the platform, and the Lucknow mail was just moving. It was just for him to just catch, sit in one of the bogies. But something stopped him. Something pulled him back, and he just stood on that platform, and right in front of him, the train was moving away. He was surprised and shocked that what happened? Why I am not going? What is the problem? What is the reason? Meanwhile, the train leaves, and he is all alone in that deserted platform. There was nobody else except him. Not even the the station master. He was all alone there. He started, what happened? Why this happened to me? Why I left the train? Anyhow, he thought that it is not good to stand here. Otherwise, if somebody catches me, sees me, they may question. So he goes back again, comes to that same field and sits on a bench and starts thinking, why? What happened? Then he recalls that to steal from the poor man, it's no problem. If you steal from the poor man may simply sit and cry and feel that why I was not caring about my things. Whereas the rich man, he may grumble, he may shout, he may cry and weep and comment that let this whoever has theft my house, let him die, let him go get worms and all those things he may say. But a person who does not react, a person who does not react, who just says, okay, fine, it's gone. those persons are bit what do you call worried persons, because it's not easy to recognize their face, their reactions. Something was Anil's behavior. Anil will never react. Only thing, he feels sorry that he had trusted him. Okay, that trust is broken, and once a person's trust is broken, then to regain is very, very difficult. So that's what Hari Singh thought, that I have broken the trust of Anil, and if like me somebody else goes to him for a work, then he will never ever give a job in his life to anybody, and because I have broken the trust of Anil. So he felt that, and as he was thinking all these things, suddenly it started raining. He walked towards the clock tower. By the time he was totally wet, even the money which was there on the waist, it also got wet. Anyhow, he waited. He thought now what to do, where to go, because in that town he was not knowing anybody except Anil, and he was learning. Second thought came to him that he was learning, and from the next week onwards, Anil was ready to teach him how to read and write. So far, he was just giving him some alphabets and all, and he had learned a good amount. And he was saying that if I was educated, I would have earned much more money than this amount what I have stolen, and I would have got the respect and honor. Right now, what respect and honor I am getting? Nothing. I am a thief, and people just look me in that point of view. So once I am educated, then my life will be changed. So at that point, under that clock tower, he was thinking that I have done a grave sin by stealing this money. Instead, I should go back. He thought of going back. Now, as he was going back, he started thinking again, it is very, very difficult. It's easy to take something from somebody's pocket or somebody's place, but to keep it back is much more difficult. Okay, that he thought. Anyhow, he came back to home, Anil's home. Anil was still sleeping. The money was wet. He crawled down again and kept the money as it is. Since he was deadly tired in the night, all running up and down and all, and got wet and all, he slept a little longer in the morning. When his eyes was open, he found Anil standing with a cup of tea in his hand and gave to him, and 50 rupee note on the other hand, and gave to him. And he said, Anil said to Hari that I have made some money, and from now onwards I will be paying you some amount, okay, as a salary. So here it is. Now when Hari Singh took that money, it was still wet, and he realized that Anil has come to know everything what had happened previous night, but he did not say a single word to him, to Hari, or shouted at him, nothing. He just gave the cup of tea and that 50 rupees note and turned back. As he turned back, he looked at Hari and said that tomorrow onwards we will start writing. That means you are going to be educated person within no time. Hari Singh was very much taken up by this gesture, that a person who knew that I have stolen the money, I had gone back and came back, and still he did not go to complain to the police or hand him over to the police or shout at him or throw him out of the house, whereas still he was ready to teach him, to educate him. I believe you might have understood the story, and get ready for the chapters properly, read them properly, understand it, and learn the question answers for your exam. Thank you. Have a nice day.